Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at Overwatch's brand new hero, Akande Ogundimu, otherwise better known as Doomfist. He was recently busted out of Helix security by Reaper, and I'm sure Widowmaker and Sombra helped out in some way or another, and he has finally made it to the PTR. So if you're interested in playing Doomfist, he is available right now in the PTR, so go ahead and check him out. But in this video, I'm pretty much going to go over some of my impressions of Doomfist. We'll take a look at his abilities and basically just get a feel for Doomfist and see where he stands amongst the other heroes. And right off the bat, I gotta say, Doomfist feels very different from any other hero in Overwatch. When Sombra and Orisa came out, sure they had their own unique abilities and playstyles, but in many ways they felt similar to other heroes. Doomfist, however, does not, and it's probably because of the fact that Doomfist is primarily a short-range to mid-range melee hero. Now his left click does shoot out projectiles, but we'll get to that in a second. So starting off with his abilities, Doomfist has 5 active abilities and 1 passive. His passive ability allows him to create a temporary shield around him, which adds to his current health as he does damage. So the more damage you do, the more protection you get. But keep in mind that the shield is only temporary and will begin to rapidly fade away if you stop doing damage. Now I found this to be a pretty cool passive ability as it rewards you for consistently punching the enemy in the face, quite literally. So now moving on to his active abilities. Doomfist can left click to use his short range hand cannon, which essentially shoots out bullets in a spread. It's a pretty powerful weapon, and it's of course most effective at close range, as it does behave similar to a shotgun. The clip size consists of 4 rounds that you can shoot out fairly quickly, and once those are spent, the reload speed is almost immediate. The fire rate is reduced when reloading, but you can essentially hold down the left click forever and keep firing. It's pretty insane. I did however notice that the damage dealt with the hand cannon does not trigger the passive ability, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. Now the next 3 abilities are really what define how Doomfist will be played. His E ability is called Seismic Slam, and it essentially launches him forward and smashes the ground, doing damage to enemies in the affected area, or the smashed area, similar to Reinhardt's Earth Shatter but without the stunning effect. His shift ability is called Rising Uppercut, and this does exactly what it sounds like. It basically punches the enemy upwards into the air. Both this ability and Seismic Slam have a very short 7-second cooldown. Now this third ability is essentially what Doomfist is all about, which is to punch things, and to punch things really hard. And what I'm talking about is his right click ability called Rocket Punch. And I gotta say, that's a very appropriate and accurate named ability. Rocket Punch essentially allows you to hold down right click to charge up the punch, and once you release it, Doomfist charges forward to knock back an enemy. This ability is best used when you can knock back an enemy into a wall, as it does much more damage. Not only does this ability look cool, does a lot of damage, but it only has a 4-second cooldown, which is insane. And finally, Doomfist's ultimate ability is called Meteor Strike. This essentially propels him into the air and allows him to strike a targeted area in one absolutely crushing blow. And I know this is probably obvious, but this ultimate would go great with Zarya's Graviton Surge. So now that we went over the abilities, one thing that became very apparent is that Doomfist is all about mobility. You can chain the Uppercut and Seismic Slam abilities together to start engaging unsuspecting targets, or you can chain to get out of a bad situation, or even just to move around. This chain combination is very versatile and makes hitting Doomfist very difficult. Other effective chains you can do is following up an Uppercut or Seismic Slam with a Rocket Punch, and that's really how I think Doomfist needs to be played. And the reasons for that is because the more damage you're doing to the enemy, number 1, the quicker it is you're going to eliminate them, and number 2, you'll gain more shielding. And of course, even if you are able to pull off the chains and your enemy is still alive and shooting at you, you can of course resort to your left click fire, which does a lot of damage at close range. Now, one last thing that I want to point out to you guys, and this may actually depend on your skill level with Doomfist, is that as an offense hero, Doomfist is all about engaging the enemy. And on top of that, since Doomfist is primarily melee oriented, he has to get up close and personal with the enemy team. So if you're not able to land any hits with Doomfist, then not only will you do no damage, but you also won't gain any shielding, which puts you in a vulnerable position. And with only 250 health, you'll die pretty quickly. And I actually think it goes one step further than that. So picture a scenario where you get 1 or 2 picks off the enemy team and you're able to get out of there, but you're left with low health. If you're not able to heal through a health pack or a healer, then engaging the enemy team again is going to be very difficult, because you have to get right in front of their face to do effective damage. But if you engage the enemy team with very low health, it's essentially suicide. But again, this can be said for many different heroes, and it depends on, of course, your skill level with the hero. The reason I mention this is because heroes who engage the enemy at close range often have a higher health pool, or they have more mobility, or they have more reliable shielding. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Doomfist. I'm very excited about playing him some more and seeing how he develops over time. It'll also be very interesting to see how he can be used in the current meta, and how players at the pro level are able to utilize his abilities. Alright, so that's going to do it for me for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick overview and impression video of Doomfist. And make sure you guys let me know what your thoughts are of Doomfist in the comments below. But other than that, guys, feel free to subscribe and like if you enjoyed, and until next time, I'll see you later.